How's it going, guys? Odds and Ends RC here. Today I'm going to go over a project I've been working on for the past few months, kind of in the background. And this is kind of the first edition of it. As you can see, it's not done. Kind of to a stopping point to where I'm going to change some things on it before I go any further. But it is my Fall Guy truck. If you're in your late 30s or early 40s, back in, I believe, the late 70s and early 1980s, there's a TV show on called The Fall Guy. And it was about a stuntman in Hollywood, and he was also a bounty hunter. Lee Majors was the star. But really, the star of the show was the truck. And really, it wasn't anything that expensive. It was just a lifted GMC 3/4 ton truck, and he just jumped it a lot on the show. And I've been wanting to reproduce it, make kind of a close as I can get to it with the parts that are available. And this is what I've come up with so far. Of course, the original truck was GMC and 3/4 ton. As you see, I got 5 lug wheels on it, which it should have 8 lug wheels, but you're not going to be able to find that. I'm trying to find at least 6 lug wheels, which I thought they made in 155, the chrome wagon wheels, but I can't find them anywhere. About the best thing I've found so far on RC4WD Drive's website is the chrome wagon wheel with black in the center, and I'm hoping if I get those that the black will come off or wipe off with some paint thinner or turpentine or something, but I want to give that a shot. But the original truck, had the same style wagon wheel, and they were a 16-inch wheel, which this 155 is about similar to a 16 or 17-inch wheel, which is the look I'm going for. It has the right stance. The original truck had either 35s or 37s on it. I'm not sure, but it had about this stance to it. These here are 90 millimeter Goodyear Wranglers, and they're probably equivalent to a 35, but it just has the proper stance I'm looking for, and it really clears the wheel wells without rubbing or anything. So I'm going to at least stick with that size tire. I don't know if this would be the tire in the final product. The original tires were Dick C-Pex, but they don't offer a size in 90 millimeter that has the right look. Excuse me. But got the paint job somewhat done. Not too happy with it. It's Cordova brown. I believe it's a GMC color, Chevy color. And I couldn't find anything close to it in Tamiya, so I had to use Duplicolor, which used to be a good paint like 5-8 years ago. But now it's all spattery. No matter how much you shake the can or prep the can or warm up the can, it just comes out spattery. It doesn't cover as good as it used to, and you get half as much and it costs twice as much. Just really gone downhill. I think what I'm going to do on my second coat is decant one of these cans, empty it all out, and use it in an airbrush. Hopefully I'll get better results like that. The gold I'm using is the Sunburst Gold Metallic, which I'm pretty happy with. I might go with a hair darker color. The original truck, some episodes were lighter, some were darker. It's just kind of hard to tell, but I think I'm pretty close. The original truck, there was 2 different versions. I think in the late 70s, early 80s, you had the older body style, and then they changed it, I believe in, I'm guessing 81, 80, kind of went to a little bit different body style, to where the body line went all the way to the front of the truck. It's just shaped a little different, had a little different style, grill and fenders, and The cowl was different on the hood was different, but this is a representation of the earlier body style because that's all I can get. But pretty happy with it so far. The wheelbase is 12.6 inch wheelbase, which I built it on the RC4WD drive Trailfinder 2 long wheelbase chassis. It's 12.6 inch, but it just it don't quite look long enough. The original truck was a long bed, and this kind of looks like it's in between a short bed and a long bed. It doesn't quite look right. So one of my previous videos, I showed how to convert the Blazer into a pickup truck, and I showed how to do all that, but I think I'm going to add this longer bed piece, and I'm going to turn it into a 13.1 inch wheelbase. I think it's going to add about a ½ inch to it, and I think it'll make it look more proper. I have a longer 13.9 inch is what a lot of people say is equivalent to a long bed, but I've done one and it just don't look quite right. Something about it just looks too long in between here. I think the ½ inch is going to be about the distance I need to make it look right. Spin around here. You can see this is about the stance I'm wanting as far as the wheels sticking out. I want to kind of have a little bit of that stance like the original truck did. Got the 2-piece grill in it, which I wasn't the happiest with. It didn't fit as good as the original grill that came with the Blazer kit, but did the best I could with it, and it turned out pretty good. The bull bar or the push bar here, the original truck had that. It will be different in the end result. On the original truck, these lights are on the outside of the bull bar, and it has this goofy looking ring that kind of comes around the headlights, and then there's a winch in the middle. I'm gonna make a winch mount, put the winch in the middle, put the lights on the outside, but I don't know if I'll go with the ring on it. It has a real dated, weird look to it. You can see it's still a Chevrolet. I haven't changed over to a GMC yet. Still trying to figure out how I'm going to make an emblem for it. But you can see I painted the background of the grill black, and then this was the 2-piece grill, so it had different style inserts you could put in here. I painted the center part silver, and I painted around the headlights in there. I painted that silver just to give it a little more detail, which I think it turned out pretty good. The final version, it's going to have a little bit different bumpers on it. This style bumpers is what comes with the Blazer, and it has this rubber molding on it. When you buy it, it comes chromed, but I tape off the whole bumper, and I use a piece of 400 grit wet sandpaper, and I'll sand off the chrome on it, and then I'll finish it off in 1000 grit. And you pull the tape off, and it just kind of has that rubber bumper look like would have been on some of the original bumpers. Just a little easy detail you can add to it. Let me spin it around here. See, I don't have the body mounting deals. I explained that in a previous video. I always get rid of them on all these bodies. Here's my tailgate. The original Blazer tailgate has this big hunk of plastic on the top. I whittled all that off and trimmed and sanded. And then it has a goofy looking tailgate handle that Blazers are different than trucks. So I went ahead and ground all that off, filled it in, and then went ahead and painted it like that. And it's going to get a piece of aluminum I bought. I'm going to cut it. And it's going to fit inside the, this line here. I'm just going to put a piece of aluminum on it. And then I'll glue on a tailgate handle. It goes down a little lower than the Blazer handle. And then it, have a print me out a GMC sticker for the side. But it turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, when I extend this bedside, I'm gonna have to extend the chassis, the wheelbase, also to fit. I haven't quite decided how I'm gonna do that, but somehow I'm gonna do it with the leaf spring mounts. I'm just gonna scoot the whole thing back. I'm gonna do a little bit of modifying on the frame to where I can make some new mounts and just scoot the whole shackle back a little bit. Hopefully I can get about a 1/2 inch out of it. But haven't done anything with the drivetrain yet. It's still all the stock Trailfinder 2 stuff. It will be upgraded in later videos. I'm probably going to go with the GCM transmission and transfer case. And, the scale V8 motor and the whole works. Drive shafts and the RC4WD drive. What are they? The K44 axles. Look more like Chevy axles. Probably give this thing the works. That's probably about all I got on it so far. Once I get the paint job totally done, the new bed on it and everything extended, I'll make another video on it. But you guys kind of get the idea of what I'm going for. Especially if you remember this truck. The original truck, the older body style, has this chrome trim that goes all the way around the outside of the paint. I don't know if I'll add that or not. It just kind of always has a dated look to it, and there's really, I think you can buy some for the Blazer that's a sticker that don't look quite right, that doesn't stick very good. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. I just think it has a cleaner look without it. Might leave it like that. Let me know what you guys think, but I just think it has a little better look to it. Got the clean paint line than the crappy looking chrome trim that's usually on it. But there's a sticker that's gonna go on the hood. I'm just gonna use the big one that goes in the center of the hood. It looks just like the factory one did, which should look pretty good. But yeah, let me know if you guys remember this truck, and hopefully I'll get her completed in the next month or so and make another video on it, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching. Have another video up soon. Bye.